And we're counting on all of you, and we're counting on the partnerships that we built and continue to build, particularly between the public and private sectors, to carry us forward. Here in the Asia Pacific, we bolstered trilateral cooperation with Japan and Korea. We deepened ties with the Quad, India, Japan, and Australia, and ASEAN. We've elevated our relationships with Vietnam and Indonesia. We launched the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, bringing together 14 countries, some 40% of the world's GDP, to build more secure supply chains, to combat corruption, to transition to clean energy. We stepped up our engagement with APEC, including welcoming many of you to San Francisco last year, where we secured important new commitments toward creating a more resilient and sustainable future for all of us, like strengthening our food systems, increasing women's economic participation. And by the way, if we got to the point where we had equal participation by women in the global workforce, we would add as much as $28 trillion to our collective GDP. Imagine what we could do with those resources. Our America's Partnership for Economic Prosperity has come together to deepen economic integration, to focus on tackling inequality, to try to deliver better for workers across our region. A dozen nations, including Peru, have already joined this effort, which is designed to welcome even more countries in the years ahead. We've also made new investments in high-quality, environmentally sound infrastructure through our Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. Ultimately, this partnership will unlock $600 billion in private capital to fund world-class sustainable projects. The Asia-Pacific leads the world, as you all know, in developing and deploying semiconductors, artificial intelligence, clean energy, and other innovations that are shaping our future. We work to build a more trusted, a more inclusive, a more resilient, a more sustainable technology ecosystem. Through the Bipartisan Chips and Science Act, we set up a fund to support our partners from Vietnam to Mexico to Kenya as they develop their capacity to assemble, to test, and to package semiconductors. We teamed up with Australia, with Japan, with New Zealand, and Chinese Taipei to install undersea cables that will extend digital access to 100,000 people across the Pacific Islands. And we've seen how this shared vision and how advancing it can benefit people in the United States and all across the region.